Ever bought something you didn't need? We've all been there. Standing in a store, looking at an item we never knew we needed, but the display is so alluring, the salesperson so convincing, or the limited time offer so tempting. Suddenly, we're walking out, purchase in hand, wondering what just happened. This, my friends, is the fascinating world of consumer psychology at work. Our brains are wired to respond to certain cues, triggers that influence our decisions without us even realizing it. Understanding these triggers is like unlocking the secrets to the consumer mind. It's about knowing why we buy what we buy, and it's the key to creating marketing and sales strategies that truly resonate. Get ready to see shopping in a whole new light. Welcome to the world of consumer psychology. Consumer psychology is the fascinating study of how consumers think. It's about understanding the mental processes. These processes include everything from perception to motivation. They influence our buying choices. By understanding these processes, businesses can craft powerful marketing strategies. Strategies that speak directly to the needs and desires of their target audience. Think of it this way: every purchase starts with a thought, a desire, or a need. Consumer psychology delves into the why behind those thoughts and desires. It analyzes the factors that influence our perceptions of value, price, and desirability. It's about going beyond the what of a purchase to uncover the why. So, buckle up as we explore the fascinating world of consumer behavior. We'll uncover the hidden triggers that influence our choices. The power of scarcity: why we crave what's limited. One of the most powerful psychological principles influencing consumer behavior is the principle of scarcity. Simply put, we place a higher value on things that are scarce, rare, or difficult to obtain. This principle is deeply rooted in our evolutionary history. When resources were scarce, those who were quick to secure them were more likely to survive. Think about the frenzy surrounding limited edition products, from sneakers to smartphones. The mere suggestion that something is in limited supply creates a sense of urgency and desirability. We fear missing out on something exclusive, something that others won't have. This fear of missing out, often called FOMO, is a powerful motivator. The next time you're tempted by a limited time offer, take a moment to consider the psychology at play. The halo effect: judging books by their covers and products by their marketing. We often talk about the importance of first impressions. In the world of consumer psychology, this translates into the powerful halo effect. This cognitive bias describes our tendency to judge something based on our overall impression. If we perceive something as positive, we're more likely to attribute other positive qualities to it, even if they're not explicitly stated. In marketing, the halo effect is used to great effect. Consider a brand that has built a reputation for quality. Consumers are more likely to view their new products favorably, even if they have no prior experience with them. The positive association with the brand creates a halo effect, influencing perceptions of the new product. This effect can be seen in everything from celebrity endorsements to product packaging. Remember, first impressions matter, and the halo effect can be a powerful tool in shaping those impressions. Section 5. The conformity bias. If everyone else is buying it, it must be good. Humans are social creatures. We crave belonging and acceptance. This deep-seated need for social conformity plays a significant role in our purchasing decisions. The conformity bias, also known as social proof, explains our tendency to make choices based on the actions of others. If everyone else is buying it, using it, or recommending it, it must be good, right? This principle is evident in the popularity of online reviews and testimonials. We're more likely to trust the experiences of others, even strangers, than rely solely on marketing messages. Seeing hundreds of positive reviews creates a sense of trust and reassurance. It taps into our desire to conform and make choices that are validated by others. The logic is simple. If it's good enough for them, it's good enough for me. Section 6. The power of reciprocity. Give a little, get a lot. Have you ever received a free sample at the grocery store and felt compelled to buy the product, even if you didn't particularly love it? That's the principle of reciprocity at work. This social norm dictates that when someone does something nice for us, we feel obligated to return the favor. In the context of marketing, reciprocity can be a powerful tool for building relationships and driving sales. By offering something of value for free, businesses can trigger a sense of obligation in potential customers. This could be anything from a free trial to a valuable piece of content. The key to reciprocity is to provide genuine value up front. When people feel like they've received something valuable, they're more likely to reciprocate by becoming customers. By giving a little something first, businesses can create a positive and lasting impression on potential customers. Section 7. Anchoring bias. The price is right, even when it's not. Imagine walking into a store and seeing a designer handbag for $5,000. You'd probably think it's outrageously expensive. But now imagine seeing that same handbag next to another one priced at $10,000. Suddenly the $5,000 bag seems like a bargain, even though it's still a significant amount of money. This is the anchoring bias at play. It describes our tendency to rely heavily on the first piece of information we receive when making decisions. In this case, the first price we see serves as an anchor, influencing our perception of subsequent prices. Retailers use anchoring to their advantage by strategically placing products next to each other. The anchor price creates a reference point that makes the other price seem more reasonable. Section 8. Loss aversion. The fear of missing out. Remember the feeling of missing out on something you really wanted? That sinking feeling in the pit of your stomach when you realize you missed a great opportunity? That's loss aversion in action. This psychological principle states that we experience the pain of a loss more intensely than the pleasure of an equivalent gain. Marketers exploit our fear of missing out by creating a sense of urgency and scarcity. Limited time offers, flash sales, and only a few left in stock messages are all designed to trigger our loss aversion. We're more likely to make a purchase if we believe we might miss out on a good deal or a unique opportunity. The ticking clock creates a sense of urgency, prompting us to act quickly before it's too late. Don't let the fear of missing out cloud your judgment. Section 9. The endowment effect. We love what we own, even if we don't really. Have you ever bought something only to realize later that you didn't really need or want it? You try to return it, but the thought of parting with it, even if you've only owned it for a short time, fills you with a strange sense of loss. This is the endowment effect in action. This cognitive bias describes our tendency to place a higher value on things we own simply because we own them. Ownership creates an emotional attachment, even if the object itself has no inherent sentimental value. Marketers leverage the endowment effect through tactics like free trials and money-back guarantees. By allowing consumers to own a product or service for a limited time, they create a sense of ownership and increase the likelihood of a purchase. Once we've incorporated something into our lives, even temporarily, we're less likely to give it up. Section 10. Cognitive dissonance. Justifying our purchases, no matter what. We all strive for consistency in our beliefs and actions. When we make a purchase that contradicts our values or beliefs, it creates a state of cognitive dissonance. This mental discomfort arises from holding conflicting beliefs simultaneously. To alleviate this discomfort, we often rationalize our decisions, even if they were not entirely rational in the first place. For example, imagine buying an expensive pair of shoes that you can't really afford. You know you shouldn't have spent the money, but you justify the purchase by telling yourself you deserve it. You'll get a lot of use out of them, or they were on sale. These rationalizations help us reduce the cognitive dissonance and feel better about our choices. Marketers can minimize cognitive dissonance by providing reassurance and justification for purchases. By reinforcing the value of the purchase, they help consumers feel good about their decision and reduce buyer's remorse. Section 11. Putting it all together, using psychology to drive sales. We've journeyed through the fascinating world of consumer psychology, uncovering the hidden triggers that influence our purchasing decisions. We've explored the power of scarcity, the allure of social proof, the persuasive force of reciprocity, and the subtle influence of cognitive biases. Now, let's explore how this knowledge can be applied to create effective sales strategies. The key takeaway is this: effective marketing is not about manipulation. It's about understanding your target audience, their needs, desires, and motivations. It's about crafting messages and experiences that resonate with their psychological makeup. Use the principles of scarcity and loss aversion ethically to create a sense of urgency without resorting to deceptive tactics. Leverage the power of social proof by showcasing authentic customer testimonials and reviews. Build trust and goodwill through the principle of reciprocity, offering valuable content or experiences that benefit your audience. By understanding the psychology behind every purchase, you can create marketing campaigns that are not only effective but also ethical and sustainable.